What's up? Back from work. Just like that, we're back in civilian clothes. Hey there guys, how you doing? Welcome back. Today we're gonna be talking about some work stories. I just came back from work thinking about that, and I thought, I have some pretty interesting stories. So let's just dive straight into it. This first story is gonna be about a story that happened a few months ago. So my store, which shall not be named, but it's a popular sandwich shop, is right next to a hospital. And so of course we get a few customers from the hospital, we get some doctors, we get some nurses, they're all fine. But it's the 1% of the hospital escapees, in particular, that are crazy crackheads that come in and they give me such interesting stories to tell you guys. Alright, so this story happened a few months ago, probably around September of 2021, about the middle of last year. And it was about this one hospital escapee that came into my subway. And so it was slow at this time, pretty damn slow. No one was really coming in. But out of nowhere, silence broke, heard the door open, and I heard running. But not to like the counter or anything, not to get a sandwich. This guy went straight for the soda machine. And when I tell you this guy was crazy, I mean this guy was crazy. He went straight up to the soda machine, stuck his hands out, and got a fistful of Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola! And what did he do with it? What did he do with this Coca-Cola? He bathed himself in it. He got the Coke, handful of it, didn't drink it. But face, I know apparently there's like some detox stuff in Coca-Cola apparently to this guy. In his hair, of course, you don't have hair gel, you have Coca-Cola, that sugar makes it stick really well. Don't know what this dude was on, but soda machine made a mess out of everything and made a mess out of himself, bathing in Coke. This guy was crazy, did that, and then left. Just blankly left. A few minutes later, this kind gentleman came in saying, hey, I saw the whole entire situation. The police have already been notified about this dude because apparently this dude's been making a ruckus out of everything. So we're kind of thankful for that, but this kind of let us know that, hey, this guy's kind of an issue. And so this guy comes in again. He's gonna go do the same thing. I shoot him off. I have a female coworker. She was getting bad vibes, I was getting bad vibes, and so once the dude came in the second time, we just kind of said, you know what? Police are gonna come, we're gonna lock our doors, we're gonna turn off the open sign, and we're gonna shut down for 15 minutes till the police get him, till everything sits itself out. We called up the cops saying, hey, there's this dude, I know you've already been notified, but we don't feel safe operating our business, so we're just gonna close down. And police said, yeah, we've already been told about this dude. Here's the description he gave us accurate. We said, yeah. And they said, it's gonna be about 40 more minutes. Our police officers are busy. And we're thinking, 40 minutes. We gotta shut down for 40 minutes. It's slow. We think we can do it. We think we're gonna hold out. Funny thing about Subways though, we don't only serve customers in person, but we serve them online. And guess what we can't shut off? We cannot shut off our online orders. We can close the store down, but we're still gonna get those. So for the next 15-20 minutes, we had about 4 online orders come in. We did them all, we set them out, and we knew that it was only a matter of time until they had to come in, they had to come pick them up. As we were making these sandwiches, we saw this dude walk around our complex of buildings. But for the past 5-6 minutes, we didn't see him at all. And so we thought, you know what, it's gonna be safe. Let's open up, let's have these people come in, and everything's gonna be fine. About 20 minutes later, time goes by, and we still haven't seen him, and it's about 7 o'clock now. My coworker clocks out at 7, she's supposed to go home at 7. Problem is, she has to walk home. But we didn't see this dude, I think the cops might have got him already, it's probably safe to go. So, we said, you know what, safe to go, you go home, you're gonna be safe, if you see him, beat him up. She goes, not even 5 seconds later, she comes running back in, and I see the crackhead. He's following her. And so she comes in, I slam the door, grab my key, lock the door right in front of his face. Like any sane person would do. Sadly, this dude wasn't sane. He locked the door, and instead of just going away, or just admitting defeat, or even banging on the door, like what I think he would do, he didn't do any of those things. You know what he did? He he licked the window. Apparently there was some sugar on the windowsill, or there was some more crack that he left on the window. I don't know what it was. Something on the windows tasted good, and he started licking them as revenge for us locking the door on him. Eventually, I banged on the window, told him to go away. He left. I opened the door, and I asked, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And he looked back at me, gleam in his eye, and he said, "Everything." My guy was on a power trip because the cops hadn't caught him yet. That's what was going on. So we came back inside, locked the door, shut everything down again, and said, "You know what? We're not gonna open the door until we can visually see this guy get caught." We called the cops up, we said the situation, and they said, "No, wait some more, we're so busy." We shut down the store and we see this dude still walking around. There's a really busy street next to us, green light, and he's walking across the entire street, flipping off cars, saying, "You're not gonna hit me," basically playing real life Frogger. This dude, like I said, was crazy. But sadly, there's no fun ending to the story. The cops got him, we were safe, friend went home, and everything worked itself out. But that's not the only story I have for you all. Actually, I got a story of karma for you. Grade A karma. This happened months before the last story, but it was still a very interesting story. So I'm supposed to help out with the lunch rush with my coworker, and she calls me up at 8 in the morning saying, "Hey, I don't feel so good. I'm throwing up. Can you come in early?" I said, "Yeah, of course I can. I come in around 10 because of course I'm not up at 8 o'clock. It's COVID. I'm not up that early." And I come in, lights are off, basically still shut down, and my coworker was just on the ground. Different coworker, but not exactly feeling amazing. Pretty sure she was hungover, and she said, "You know, I can't make it. I'm gonna call up one of your coworkers, and he's gonna help you out with the lunch rush." The thing about the place I work at is that weekends, which this happened on a Saturday, are not exactly our busiest days. And 12:30 came around. It's a weekend, no one's coming. And so I call up my coworker saying, "Hey, I know you got called, texted to come in. You don't need to come in. There's no one here right now." And so, of course, as all rule of karma says, I did that. Sent that. Not even 5 minutes later, one person came in. "Okay, this is just one person. I can handle them." Next person comes in. "No, I can do that too." Next person. "Okay, there's kind of a line building up now." Another one. Then another one. And eventually I had 5 people in a line basically going out the door within 8 minutes of me sending that message. The next hour and a half that ensued was the most stressful hour and a half of my entire life. They teach you in school about the fight or flight reflex. When you're in a stressful situation, you get a surge of adrenaline and you either pass out or you move on it. And in this lunch rush, I got the biggest wave of adrenaline in my entire life. Me alone against the entire, not the entire, but a good portion of people in my store. And did I mention that in my store on this day, you only really have 2 or 1 people working? And so when one person leaves, I'm all alone for this lunch rush. This entirely falls on me. But if you know me, you know I don't collapse like that. I don't fail. I rose to the occasion and I grinded for that full hour and a half. And I got through it. Not exactly an interesting story, but it's the karma in it is pretty damn funny. I'm making my job sound sad and depressing and stressful. It's not. I have a lot of fun at my job. I got one of my good friends hired there, one of my best friends hired, and we have tons of fun. When we get some customers that want to interact with us, we just feed off their energy and we can make bits that just make everyone laugh. So in our free time, we devised a plan to just make someone laugh. We devised the plan and we acted on it when one customer came in. He seemed cool, he seemed like he'd go with a bit, so we played it out. He comes up to the counter and says, "Hey, can I get a sandwich?" And I looked at my coworker and he looked at me. I looked at the register and I said, "Sir, you are our 1 millionth customer!" My coworker plays along with me because we devised it. He goes, "Woo! Congratulations, sir! You get to win 1 footlong that you still have to pay full price for." Woo! Amazing deal, right? I mean, you get a free footlong that you still have to pay full price for, so it's not free and you didn't win anything. But this guy bursted out laughing. We made his day for this one stupid joke. Yeah, we waste a lot of time, but we have a lot of fun. So I know it's not the most interesting job in the world, and yes, it's stressful, but over the past year now, as of 2 days ago, I've had a lot of fun working at this job. But I only got those 3 stories for y'all today. If you like it, do all the things. I'll do an animation somewhere in here just to tell y'all because I'm too lazy to actually tell you. But thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.